See you later. Aw, look at them. Yes, until later. No, Mr. Sholmes. We were thinking you'd come with us. You were? Yes, of course. You said so just a moment ago. You said we'd witness your forensic talents in action. Yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might. What? Your commitments astound me. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Susato, did you not hear that? Bye-bye, Reno. Bye-bye, Susie. Alrighty, wait, what were we doing? We're talking, right? Oh yeah, okay, so we gotta talk to him about his supposed victory in science, I guess, and his friendship with Lord Van Zieks. Alrighty then. Lord Barak Van Zieks, yes, it's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once a legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, the person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later, the hapless soul will vanish from the capital. Vanish how, exactly? By falling under a passing carriage, or drowning in the Thames. Oh my goodness. You know, for such a sinister guy, his theme is actually pretty good. Oh man. Or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue, being swept upon by a highwayman. Oh my goodness. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow. It all seems a little far-fetched, really. Well, on the bright side, Mr. Mustache is fighting fit. For the time being, at least. That's not overly reassuring. Wait, if we're to believe the rumors, then could Natsume's current situation be because we got him acquitted last time? If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Van Zieks' own hand. As it happens, Mrs. Otto, that is quite impossible. Oh, why? Naturally, the men very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi. Huh, how convenient. Really? And so his reign continued, but 5 years ago, he vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is, until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, so I've heard. In fact, it was the very day I arrived, when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection, and really did end bitterly indeed. And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again. Yep, so technically, well not technically, so they skipped over it, but we faced him now, we faced him in third case, the fourth case, this case, and then the fifth case. That's 4 times. Poor Reno. I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky, eh? Or incredibly unlikable. I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing of all Japanese people. Yeah, kinda obvious. Alright, well... It was on this, but no. I want to know about the foul smell. We'll get to his hatred for Japanese later. So, what is that indescribably foul smell? Ah, well, most probably this, I would say. What is that? My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention. I knew it. I knew he invented something. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the... Huh? Whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea. Oh my. There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They they regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor. Dang. Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior. So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris? At the ready, Hurley. Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens? Oh, it's turned completely black. And what a foul odor it's giving off. Indeed, the blacker the tea becomes, and the more foul the odor, the better the tea is. It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling. That's very ingenious. But what do you do with that black liquid now? Why, dispose of it naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you? Then what's the point? What? There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes. Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam. Right. The point is, we are entering a new era of science. In the world of criminal investigation also. Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times. I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Sherlock-Sholmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea indicant was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research. Forensic science? I suppose I should find out more about that. Okay, well then maybe we should have done Japanese people, because we're kind of jumping between topics. That's fine. It's fine. With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese as well as Mrs. Zato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Zeek seems to have an inherent disdain of the Japanese. Indeed, it is an interesting observation. Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes? Yes, do you? It was about 10 years ago that Barak Van Zeeks chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan. Yeah, I kind of guessed that. Because he said somebody betrayed him. No. What the? Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened? I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair. No, stop! Tell us! Oh, but... Come on, just a little bit, please? The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt. For now, however, it is Mr. Mustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe. He's not wrong, I guess, but... I want to know so bad. All we know so far is that he said a Japanese person betrayed him, and now we know, I guess, that Japanese person was his best friend. That's all we know. I don't know. I wonder how he betrayed him. Is it an actual betrayal? Or is it like a case of like he thinks he was betrayed, but the person was trying to help him or had his best interests at heart? I want to know so bad. Alright, I guess we can continue in other avenues. So, your t-test, is that an example of forensic science? Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or an inferior quality. Not a huge number of cases, then. Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints? Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels there. I hadn't even heard of them until recently. Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course. Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes? There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints. Skin prints? Nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation. Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes. As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black. I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed. Really? Why? Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues. That's the spirit, Renault. See you later. Aw, look at them. Yes, until later. No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you'd come with us. You were? Yes, of course. You said so just a moment ago. You said we'd witness your forensic talents in action. Yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might. What? Your commitments astound me. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Susato, did you not hear that? Bye-bye, Renault. Bye-bye, Susie. Oh, this guy, I swear. Alrighty. Let's go. Oh, man. We want to go to his room, right? Here we go. Alrighty, we're back here again. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, hello again, Inspector Gregson. What are you doing here? Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually. The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware. Yeah, I know the score. Oh, yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. Did you find it? With the tea in it? Don't tell me it wasn't there. Oh, good. Yeah, we found it, alright. And there's a small amount of tea in it, as you said. I knew it. It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today. That's wonderful news. Thank you. Oh. Why'd the music cut off? Pretty impressive performance in court this morning. Sorry? Nothing. Forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here. Aw. He's being friendly. See, I knew he would be here. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to Gregson first. We'll get to you later, Mr. Sholmes. Are you looking for new clues, Inspector? On Lord Van Zeek's orders, yeah. Don't come back till you've got something for me. It says, tisk. Oh dear, poor you. Yeah, poor me, because we've already searched every bleeding nook and cranny in this place. I don't know what he expects, to be honest. Thank goodness for warm chips is all I can say. Well, at least he's honest. It's true. Do we have to talk to this guy? Alright, fine. Mr. Sholmes, what are you up to over there? What a question indeed. Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene? Oi, what are you doing here, Sholmes? What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems. Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talent in action as you promised? With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam. Ay. I knew he'd be here. Probably my foot. What's all this? All this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo. Herlock Sholmes' sensational skin print seeker gun. Oh, I love this music. Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim. A sample from Mr. Shamspeare's cup. Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this. a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles. Here, try them on. There, now spray the chemical indicator about, and all will be revealed. Spray? How do I do that exactly? And a little press of A on the area you're interested in is all that's required, like this. This is like the luminol testing. What is that stuff? It's like fog. A suspension of the chemical indicator in a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea. As you do. Go ahead, try it, my dear fellow. You may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question. Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore. Let's explore indeed. Oh dang. What the heck? Look, there are dozens of handprints here. So there are, a great many indeed. So much so that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact. It sends a chill down my spine. Perhaps he was leaning against a wall while he admired this picture? Unlikely, I would say. It's a rather dull scene, after all. And without wishing to state the obvious, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I feel. Oh, very true, Mrs. Otto. It's a bit of a mystery, then. Are we gonna not take note of that? I think that's everything here. Go over to the other side. Oh, is there something we're missing? Because, like... yeah, like, I can't get out of this, so... I don't know why I'm still here. Why is the court record available? Funny. The heck? What's left that I haven't sprayed? I sprayed everywhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at all this here. Yes, interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints. Why are there so many of them on the floor in this one spot? Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here. There's nothing obvious that he would have tripped over though, is there? I wonder. Personally, I often stumble when there's nothing obvious to trip over. I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes. More specifically, only you would do. Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor. Yes, there's no obvious explanation. What could have caused that, I wonder? Well, we sprayed Mr. Sholmes' amazing skin print indicator all over this room, didn't we? We did, but there are two places in particular that are of interest, I would say. The handprints on the floor there. And on the wall by the picture, you mean? So maybe there's something behind the picture frame and something beneath the floorboard? Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer investigation. I won't be a moment. Ah! What is it, Mrs. Otto? Look here, Miss Naruto. One of the floorboards has popped out. One of the... you mean... it's a secret hiding place? Excellent work, Mrs. Otto. So, what do we have in here? Oi! What are you lot doing? Inspector Gregson. Stand aside. Right this minute. It's my job to investigate there. No need, Inspector. You continue to dig in your portion of chips, whilst we dig around under the floor here. Your fancy talk's putting me off my food anyway, Sholmes. A new bit of evidence is exactly what I need. Wow, a secret hiding place under the floor. What a find. It's not a hiding place you can make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift a straw at tatami mat. No, I know, but I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering about the wall over there, too. Aren't you curious? Oh! I'll investigate at once. Oh? There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall. How disappointing. But then, how do you explain the handprints? I really can't think why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that. What if it's behind the picture frame? What was that? There you are! A print for you! Hey, cool! Thanks for that. Oh, thank you very much! His invention can make prints too? Now then... I wonder if Inspector Gregson has found anything under the floor there. I'm desperate to know! So am I! Oh boy. Alright then, let's see. I'd love to know if there's anything hidden underneath that floorboard there. Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Inspector Gregson! Really? It's been too long! What is it, Sholmes? I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there. Seeing as we're such good friends. We're not friends. Ouch. No, I suppose not. Don't tell me he just gave up. A dismal failure. Yes, I heard. I'd kill to know what was under that floorboard. That was so funny. Alright then, fair is fair. What? You did discover the hiding place after all. Suppose I should at least fill you in. Really, Inspector? Thank you. Do it quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind, as fickle as the weather. Alright, stop making me out to be some kind of nut. There are 3 items under the floor there. A newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box. Now, what do you want to know? I think we should be allowed to ask about all of them, right? But the newspaper clipping does have me curious. Looks like this was cut out of the paper about 3 months ago. About a convict who got sick and died while he was serving time up in Manchester. How terrible. It made the headlines down here in London as well. The bloke had been sentenced to death, you see, but nature got him first. Oh my goodness! He'd committed a capital offense? A man by the name of Selden. Nasty piece of work. Into burglaries and murder. They say the hoard he'd knocked off was worth about £1,000. A hoard? Of treasure, you mean? Jewelry and the like. Why, he hid in it somewhere, and no one knows where. And now he's dead. Papers loved it, of course. £1,000 lost en route to hell, or some such was the headline. Does it not strike you, though? Why such an article would be so carefully ensconced under the floor? Was he working with the person? Or is he the person in disguise? Oh. Suppose now you mention it, it does seem a bit odd. Perhaps I'll go over the paperwork we've got in Selden back at the yard, see if I can turn anything up. He died of illness in prison, while his loot remained undiscovered. Okay. Photographic print. So, this is the photograph I found. Looks reasonably recent to me. Oh my gosh! Miss Green. He was there. Oh my gosh, his portrait. It's in the hospital. Yes, it would appear to have been taken on the street in front of the house here. And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Garrett, the landlord, of course. But who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garrett's son, perhaps? Perhaps. can take that print if you like. Really? Are you sure? We can presume, therefore, that the yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is. Ah, is that true? Well, it's too bad if we do. Fortunately for you lot, leaking information isn't one of my pastimes. Dang it, tell us! Dear Inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work. All the more reason I'm not telling you! Dismal failure! Yes, I heard. It's such a child. Oh my gosh. I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. I mean, Mr. Shamspeare himself isn't in it. Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Garrett was rather delighted to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it. Not so sure. Fishy. Now this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it? Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it? If you were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind this case, I wouldn't be in the least surprised. Yeah, funnily enough, I've already had a look. It's completely empty. What? Shamspeare, give us a clue, man!
You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Miss Naruto. Anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box.
Yes, thin air. It's empty. Rather like how I feel inside. No! Is there nothing more to this box then? I wonder.
Oh hey! Bug-hi!
What was he doing back there?
Oh look! It's that lovely little kitty cat! What was its name?
It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call it, Wagahai? You know, like Mr. Natsume refers to himself in Japanese. I wonder how he got in here. Clever cat.
Oh, wonderful! Well then, Wagahai, here's something delicious I bought for you from the cat's meat man.
Aw. So cute! No, it's adorable! Aw, now it's sleeping. So cute.
He couldn't be happier now, look.
I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner, too. That everything here, then? Or should we continue looking around? I think... Well, we can tell when we do this. Okay, so I think we can leave. Okay, I think that's our clue to talk to Natsume. Oh boy. Oh, poor Natsume.
Oh, Mr. Natsume is back.
So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello! Oh no. Oh? What's with the face? Hi! I'm a cat. Sorry. I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Herlock Sholmes. I don't know about courts, or trials, or Old Baileys. I am a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat.
Miss Naruto, he's trying to escape from reality.
Trying to? He already has, completely. So, what is your name then? As yet, I have no name.
Miss Naruto, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality.
Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume? Oh, poor guy. I don't blame him for wanting to escape reality. Hi, I'm not a cat. No, you're not. I'd love to be a cat too, trust me.
It worked. He's back in the real world.
What's going to become of me? No! Don't answer that! It's obvious! Yeah. My cursed soul is never going to escape this accursed fate.
Mr. Natsume, no. This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope.
Yes, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire was brilliant, but... The Reaper is omnipresent! In court, in my lodgings! Here, there, everywhere! What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss. Oh, yes, we must. Oh, this poor guy.
Alright.
In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No! Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one or two other occasions that moved me more. But if I just block those out, then today, being in that courtroom was... It was the most moving experience of my life! Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! You're too kind.
Scotland Yard found a remaining tea just as we deduced, and are analysing it as we speak.
There's nothing wrong with that tea! They won't find a drop of poisoning in it! That's... a solemn sworn Suzeki certainty! Dang. Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night? Oh yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot. We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies.
And at the time, you were both completely fine.
As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspear then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet match. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then. Alright, Mr. Shamspear himself. That rotten Shamspear! What have I ever done to him? You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently? I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything. Anything at all! Right. But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner.
Let you know what, Mr. Natsume?
But the soap, of course. What else?
Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend?
Of course I am. If I had money, I wouldn't have chosen to live in a cursed existence in such accursed lodgings. Oh yes, you said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you? Exactly. Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place and is trying to kill me. Capital offender? Oh, the thief that we just got the clipping of. So that's who was living in the room before. But I asked locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps. Oh my gosh, he's gonna replicate his method. Doesn't he think that such a thing would be more difficult now that we proved how it's done in court? What's this? It's a newspaper cutting that we found in Mr. Shamspear's room. Ah, so he knew, did he? Sorry? About this man, Selden, a convicted killer, and the evil spirit behind the curse that afflicts my lodgings. What? I knew it. He's already taken one young man's life, and now he's trying to take the life of another. A miserable, mustached, much maligned Japanese man. Mr. Natsume, if you know something, please, you must tell us. Tell us everything you can about this evil spirit. Oh boy. Truth is, I didn't know the details myself until very recently. That Selden man was arrested about a year ago now, and at the time, he was hiding out in lodgings, at Mr. Garadev's house. What? He lived where you do now? That's right, yes, exactly where I live now, in my very room.
Oh my, your room was previously occupied by a criminal found guilty of a capital offense?
But before his sentence could be carried out, he died in prison. That was 3 months ago now. And that's when it started. The curse!
What really is this curse you keep mentioning, Mr. Natsume?
It's already caused one death. A few months after the criminal passed away in prison, a man died in the room. The man who rented it after Selden, in fact. The poor lodger, he was found dead in a mysterious circumstances. The room was locked from the inside. Locked from the inside? Exactly like the case we're dealing with now. So that's the convict's curse, is it? Yes, well, that was the start of it. Start of it? Huh? Do you have any idea how the lodger before you passed away, Mr. Natsume? The official cause of death was asphyxia. When they discovered the body, the room was full of gas. Gas? I only found that out after I had signed the lease. When Mr. Garrett came to tell me later, I couldn't stop myself from trembling. In fact, if I'd known beforehand, I'd probably have been too scared to take the room. Landlord, lease, luckily, legal! Lucky for Mr. Garrett, maybe, but not so lucky for poor Mr. Natsume. And now you believe this curse is affecting you? It is. First, I just felt as though I was being watched. All the time. And then you talked about having nightmares, didn't you? The dead are trying to take me with them. They come for me and try to suffocate me. Just when I'm struggling to breathe, I wake up. And the room is as cold as ice.
But why is your room so cold?
London winters are too cold to bear without any heating on overnight. But for some reason, even though I light the stove before I climb into bed at night, the pilot light always goes out and the room fills with gas.
But that's terrible. That's exactly the same situation as what led to the previous occupant's death.
What the heck? Hold on.
That can't be a coincidence. Is someone purposely doing that? Like Garrett? Or is it Shamspeare? No, because Shamspeare was attacked too. Then is it Garrett? Why? And then there's what happened to Mr. Shamspeare last night, when he was mysteriously poisoned. There's clearly more to that incident that can be explained by a curse, though. Whatever can be the cause of all these strange happenings in Mr. Garrett's rooms? I'm pretty sure Garrett knows something, because he watches who's moving where and through the lights and stuff. I think we gotta... Yeah, I thought so. We gotta talk to Garrett. He knows more than he lets on. Ah, you're here now, Mr. Garrett. Right, Valley, business it is for me, you know? Getting out and about. Are you at the Old Bailey by any chance? Naturally. Fate of my lodgings hanging in the balance and all that. Not a trial to miss. Fate of what's already been dubbed your haunted lodgings, yes. Of course, the place has caused quite a stir around the capital on more than one occasion already. As to old haunted lodgings, or some such. See, I want to feel bad for him because depending on how this goes, he might not be able to rent his rooms anymore. But at the same time, I feel like he's behind this, like, curse of the lodgings or whatever. So I can't, like, very well say, oh no, poor him. Ah, well at least he knows. Makes you wonder what the blazes is going on, don't you know? Oh, Sholmes is with us? Yes, I'm sure it does. In fact, thinking back to Mr. Natsume's other trial just 2 days ago, you were at the Old Bailey then as well, weren't you? Testifying with your wife about what happened.
So did he, like, stay here? He didn't follow us to the prison? Sholmes, I mean. Oh, whatever. He does whatever he wants anyways. Stopped off at the prison on the way home, in fact. Beastly business. I see. Oh, he's getting up? So, what brings you to my haunted abode today, eh? Oh yeah, haunted. That's funny. I do kind of feel bad. Some fishy fellow from the Far East, and a failed actor, chap of questionable character, eh? Yes, the house does seem to have become something of a magnet for rum fellows of late. Thanks to that bally curse. The convict's curse, you mean?
Ah, heard the stories, have you? Rotten scoundrel was arrested here. Then the next chap in the room goes and keels over. Then there was that woman who dropped dead just outside in the street, not to mention the actor yesterday. Am I next, eh?
I hope not.
Well, can't help but get the collywobbles, can you?
When you say the woman who dropped dead outside on the street, do you mean Miss Green?
Because Miss Green, who was stabbed by the knife, and Miss Shakespeare, who was poisoned last night, are both very much alive still. Yes, well, so is that blasted convict's curse, it seems. Personally, I should be quite content with such lodgings. Oh, of course, a bath, a toilet, a fireplace, a fascinating history. Why? It sounds like the lap of luxury. And would you be content with someone trying to take your life as well?
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, there's no bath or toilet included, and no fireplace either. But you do look out for your tenants, don't you? By watching the rise and fall of the flames in your gas lamps up here. Yes, never hurts to keep an eye on things. In case there are any mishaps or such like.
I think you've had your mishap already, sir!
Oh, great. That's not helpful, Mr. Sholmes. Heaven forgive me. The words just came to my lips.
Oh, why is he here again?
A fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor, chap of questionable character, eh?
There's no need for that, Mr. Garadeb. That's right. Mr. Natsume is in no way fishy.
He is undeniably peculiar, however. You're one to talk. Is it right that he took the vacancy immediately after the previous tenant passed away? Yes, that's right. I asked an estate agent to find someone and he popped up the very same day. Never come across a chap so keen for a place with the background, as it were.
I don't think it was the room's background he was keen on so much as the cheap rent, actually. So, how long has Mr. Shakespeare been lodging under your roof?
That failed actor chap? Let me see. Oh, of course. Yes, it's been 3 months now. Quite sure of it.
Only 3 months. He's quite new here too, then.
And to what do we owe your certainty in that regard, Mr. Garadeb, if I might ask? Well, there's that Selden scoundrel, as it happens.
Selden?
The convict, you mean? Do Selden and Shakespeare have some kind of connection? Then I knew it!
Oh, I knew it!
That convict chap, Selden, passed away in the clink 3 months ago now, you see. Some malady or other.
Yes, we've seen the report from the newspaper at the time.
Well, it was only 3 days later that the tragedian showed his face, that actor fellow.
Really?
Yes, I remember it quite distinctly.
'Tis small, this world we inhabit. Prithee, landlord, hear my request. I, the humble Shakespeare, do desire to take thy room on the middle floor offered erewhile for rent.
Terribly sorry and whatnot, but that won't be possible. Already I have a lodger on the middle floor. Ground floor room's vacant though.
Nothing can be made out of nothing. Let me repeat mine will unto thee.
Squirrels must be muffling your ears. The room on the middle floor is taken. It's ground floor or nothing.
Very well. We have an accord.
Glad to hear it. Welcome to Briar Road.
Lo! A Shakespeare dares to celebrate. No, stop! Oh my gosh.
From what I heard in court today, sounds like the chap was thieving gas. And he was 3 months in arrears with the rent too. Yes, the fellow was a ballet player, all right.
Dang.
Oh, thank you for your candor, Mr. Garadeb. We are most grateful. By way of appreciation, allow me to say 1 or 2 words.
No! Why? Why? Give me my robe, put on my crown. I have immortal lodgings in me. What's happened to you? Shakespeare, my dear fellow, one of his most famous lines. I wish to divulge my own learning of the subject, for I have a turn for literature too, you know. Perhaps you could turn your attention to more apt lines then. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Are we done here? Then do we need to... Oh yes, that's right. Security, could I ask you to look at this photograph? Is that your son who's with you there? No, not at all. He was a lodger here once. Duncan Ross was his name. Duncan Ross. A street photographer happened to be passing, so I asked him to take a shot. Just for kicks, really. Was he by any chance the lodger before Mr. Natsume? Was he? Dang, that sucks. Yes, that's right. Ah, the young gentleman who died in the room in mysterious circumstances. Wait a second, it's all connected. The heck? Because Miss Green was... Oh no, Miss Green was hurt by chance, actually. That's true. I was about to say because she knew him, that she was targeted as well, like... But I don't think that's the case. Just what Mr. Mustache was waiting for, one might say. Yes, young Duncan lived in the room at the top of the first flight of stairs before that Japanese chap. Would you mind telling us a little more about him? Yes, Duncan Ross. Young chap is attending art school. Had to work to pay for it, mind. Moved into middle floor room about a year ago, after that criminal, Selden, was arrested. Young students are always on the hunt for rooms with a history behind them. A history of cheap rent, maybe, yes. So that's what I was about to say. Yes, well anyway, it was one morning about a month ago now. Hadn't quite worked out the old trick of watching the gas lamps to see what my lodgers are up to at the time. So sadly, I was rather tardy to discover what had happened. The smell of gas had alerted me, it was. Oh, is that why he's so, like, attentive to the gas now? The lights? Yes, synonymous with the smell of death. Called the police straight away, of course, and the officer kicked the door off its hinges. But once we got inside, we all badly collapsed. Because of the gas? Yes, the room was full of it. No air at all. Stove must have got out while the poor chap was sleeping on his bed. So Mr. Ross suffocated to death. Oh my god. Oh, that is a painful way to go. Of course, the police gave me a sound ticking off because the gas pipes were so old and all that. Can't tell you how much it sent me back to have the lot replaced all over the house. But even after he had all the work done, Mr. Natsume says the same thing. That the stove goes out at night while he's asleep in bed. Well, that's the Bally curse. The convict's curse. Done my duty as a landlord now. Someone's feeling defensive. Well, he has every right to be defensive. Ah, that reminds me, actually. Yes? About young Duncan, the night before the poor chap perished. He'd been writing a letter of affection to a young lady. A love letter, you mean? Yes. Where did I put it now? Ah, here it is. Left it on my desk. If you'll excuse me, let me see now. What does it say? To my most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Do you think that we should be reading such a personal piece of correspondence? Oh, that reminds me when we were on the Beria and she was attacking us for going after for reading Cosma stuff. It's funny. My dear Mrs. Otto, that is precisely why I preface my reading with, if you'll excuse me. I will not excuse you, Mr. Sholmes, no! Sadly, he didn't address it, though. So I have no means of delivering the thing. Rather sad, really. I see. It's going to play on my mind. But really, the identity of Mr. Ross's sweetheart has no bearing on the case. I think we should leave well alone. Yes, I suppose you're right. Indeed, the intended recipient's address is missing. However, there is a name attributed to the man's most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Mr. Sholmes, please, I've already had to chastise you about this once. My undying love to you, my colorful darling. Olive green. Yeah,
we already knew this. We saw his portrait. I guess they forgot. Ah, Olive Green? The woman who was plunged into a coma after a knife plunged into her back outside this house 5 days ago. The victim of the last case Saseki-san was in court for, but regained consciousness only yesterday. Is it just a chance that her name has come up now? Could it possibly be a mere coincidence? So am I right? I was just saying they could be connected, but like... I don't... Oh, wow. Mr. Naruhodo, whatever can this mean? Reading personal correspondence can have its merits, you see, Mrs. Otto. Oh gosh. Petty child. Alright, are we supposed to go back to Miss Green now? Whoops. Wrong button. Let's see. Yeah, thought so. We're off to see Miss Green again. I wonder if she's still here. Naruhodo, I've just finished speaking with the doctor. It seems Miss Green is well enough to be discharged at last. This is good news. Hopefully, just before she leaves. Ah! What is it? Oh? What? Miss Green! What is she doing? What was that? She clearly just hit something behind her back. What was she doing? One moment! I'll be with you in a jiffy. Oh, hello everyone. What are you all doing here? The doctor has said I can be discharged, so I'm just getting my things together. Miss Green, what were you just doing? Oh, nothing, really. I was just about to take some medicine the doctor prescribed for me, that's all. Well, we were hoping to have another quick chat with you if that's alright. I don't really have anything else to tell you. Alright, she's definitely behaving strangely. Let's see if we can't coax something out of her. I think the easiest way is just to show the photo. Miss Green, we were hoping to ask you about someone. Mr. Duncan Ross. You knew him, didn't you? Okay, oh, dang. Oh? What the heck? Oh no, I'm so sorry. The bottle of medicine fell down when she did. Oh, Miss Green, are you alright? Nice job, Ryunosuke. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you like that. No, it's alright. I just wasn't expecting you. But how do you know about Duncan? Mr. Ross had been writing a letter when he passed away. The landlord found it in his room. It was a very personal letter to you. It was at the art school. That's where I met Duncan. A year ago now. He was working to fund his studies. He dreamt of becoming a professional artist one day. And the two of you became romantically involved? Yes, that's right. We were very much in love. We were engaged to be married, actually. That's why he decided to move into a cheaper room, to save money for the wedding. And that's what led him to Mr. Garadeb's. Yes, he told me he found the worst but cheapest room in the entire East End. That's quite a description. And then, 1 month ago, that's when it happened. We're so terribly sorry, Miss Green. Well, it's all in the past now, I suppose. Poor Miss Green. She looks desperately sad. I was starting to think that's just her look. Hey! But now I see that she has every reason to feel that the universe is against her. That really sucks. Oh my gosh. Alright. I think we'll talk to Miss Green next time. Dang. So they met in the school. They were gonna be married, so he went to the cheaper room so that they can afford the wedding. And then he ended up dying from gas. And then not long after, in the same area, she gets hit by a knife. And Natsume gets involved. Natsumi also has the gas thing happening, gets involved with the case with her, and then gets involved with the case with Chancellor, who's also been attacked in the same building. There's something bigger behind all this. Someone is planning all this. Has to be. I don't know if it's Mr. Garadab or if it's someone else. Alright, well, guess we'll find out more next time. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.